order in the court. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live, back with another one of that December conversation. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns, the Honorable Junns, Mr. NBIC, aka Mr. Keep My Foot on These Heathens, these Hegroes, and the newly installed, just for you guys, Heathenize Snacks. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all those that's been tuning in, subscribing, supporting, leaving all feedback, positive, negative. Definitely got to give a shout out to my moderators for always tuning in, keeping you heathens and Hegroes and Heathenites in check. And listen, all of this is respected because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is keeping my foot on you heathens, Hegroes, and Heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yeah, man. I hope everybody had a wonderful December as the time winds down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I usually come on at this time. I'm trying to stay consistent. My apologies about yesterday. Lost track of time. We was eating good, watching movies as a family, laughing and joking, and then you know it was calm. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's in all righteousness, decency, and order, but it was calm, man. So my apologies today. Definitely came on. I'm gonna address a few things. I'm gonna save it for after the show. I'm gonna address a few things. This December conversation is not gonna be a long conversation. Trying to keep it brief. Got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Gotta get an oil change. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that I gotta get done. So I'm not gonna waste too much time. I just hope brothers and sisters, man, is having a good one, man. It's beautiful. The weather is getting nice out here in NY. You know what I'm saying? Kind of windy, but that the coldness is gone. So that's always a plus. Definitely want you guys to be mindful that even though, you know, things is not going the way that these people are selling it to us, we still got to be vigilant and militant, and we always got to be in a space of righteousness. This is why today's conversation is following the ways of our Creator. And we must protect the children the way that the Creator protected us. See, a lot of you guys are unaware, uninformed, that a lot of things that's going on right now in this world is deliberately to attack the children. The explicit use of TikTok, the free phones, these new social apps that they tell you is for children, but yet got adults on it acting a fool to the things, excuse me, the curriculums these children are learning in school. All these things is trickling down to the medical procedures. All of these things is trickling down that there's a full-fledged attack on the children, right? They're not concerned about the adults no more. Anybody that got, you're not a concern no more. Your child though, your child is public property. Right, and I'm gonna talk about that on this weekend's broadcast. You know, every Monday I display brand new podcasts where I talk about situations that goes on within the inner city communities. But anybody that took the foo-foo, man, your child is no longer yours. I don't want to be the nail in the coffin, but I gotta tell you the truth, right? And now that I'm telling you the truth, it's also important that parents are very aware that the agenda now is after your children. So I had to sit there because I was meditating today, reading the word. And, you know, like I said, I like to go into the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach is a very, very powerful book. It's Proverbs on steroids, okay? Proverbs is like Hulk Hogan and the book of Sirach is the Rock. You heard? So reading that, seeing the instructions, and then backtracking, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, hold on. This pattern reminds me of something in Genesis. Then that's when it dawned on me and says, you know what? We gotta We as parents, we got to do a whole lot more in protecting our children. And I know I'm getting long-winded with the introduction, but I want parents to understand that the attack is upon the children. And the children are the ones that need more connection to the creators more than we do. Because we got something that these children don't have, and that's moral common sense, right? We have moral common sense. These children are not built with that. These children are not built with survival. So we got to be the ones to provide them with these survival skills. And the only survival that's needed for us right now in the direction that we are going, the only survival is the survival and the understanding of the creator. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. Let's dive right in. Protecting our children, inspired by Sonini NaNini's examples. Okay? So we're going to dive right in. So you know today's conversation is brought to you by Life Coach on the Go LLC, a family-owned business created to help Black and brown people in the inner cities. That's the only thing that we are here to do, is provide services. Doesn't matter what the problem is, we are here for the solution. Whether you're dealing with domestic violence, whether you need help with housing, whether you need public assistance, whether you need a resume, whether you need money to buy clothes so you can go for an interview. These are the things that we are here to do, here to provide. So if you feel free, you know how to reach me. You can reach me on Instagram, Life Coach on the Go. You can reach me on lifecoachonthego.com, lifecoachonthego.llc.com. Leave your message, leave your name, your number, your email, and I will surely get back to you. We will get back to you. Okay? Let us continue. Protecting our children, inspired by Sonini NaNini's example. Let's start off with Luke. Luke chapter 3, verse 38 says what? Which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Steph, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of, we crossed out God because we know there ain't no God over here, which was the son of Sonini. I wanted to start off here because brothers and sisters will like to say foolish things like, man, we was made from an energy and this and that. You hear all the foolishness. No, man, you was made by the creators. So if you was created, if you are the son of him, that means there's a mother as well. Okay? That's where the Sonini, masculine, NaNini, feminine come from. You put them together, it becomes one whole. But the man is always in control. Nothing more, nothing less. Let us continue. So now that we know, so we know that Adam is his son. Let's see, what did he do for Adam? Sonini gave him power and rulership. Okay? Genesis 1:28, and the creator anointed him. And Sonini said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowls of the air, over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Everything is yours. Okay? And I'm going to show you something else. And the creator said, behold, I giving you herbs bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of thy yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Okay? See, as you can see, there was no eating nothing of meat. All this sacrifices of animals, that was an interjection by these heathens, by these Hebrews, and it's being followed now by these heathenites, okay? There was never an instruction to the first creation of us eating any level of animal. And because we eating animals, you see why we dying. People be like, how did Abram live to be 800? How did they live to be 800? Because they was eating clean. They wasn't eating meat. They didn't know what that was. You're not allowed to kill the creator's creation. He tells you that. You can look this up in the word. Come on, people. Make it make sense. Y'all be taking the easy. Y'all be taking things that's simple and make it so hard. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because a lot of us is still caught up into this European philosophy? And I'm going to show you how we are still caught up, right? And it says, and out of the ground the creators formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them, you see that? And brought them unto Adam to see what he will call them. And whosoever Adam called, every living creature, that was the name thereof. Why did I put he will call them? See, the person that gives you a name is the person that owns you, right? You see how you give your child their first name? That's partial ownership. But when your child carries the last name of Dickerson and Sanfordson and Johnson and Robotussin and all of these ussins and fussin and combustion, all of these things is letting you know, this is a reminder that you are property. And these are the reasons why there's no reparations coming to black and brown people, because you don't have an identity. You are just names and products and properties of the slave master. They just let you free so you can continue bringing them more money. Okay, let us continue. Genesis 2 and 20. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and the fowls of the airs and every beast of the field. But Adam, there was not found a helpmate for him. Okay, let's continue. Sonini gave him a righteous, virtuous wife. Genesis 2 verse 18. And the Creator said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. Okay, ladies, you was created for him. The devil got it the other way around. And you see how confused our society has been ever since. Okay? Verse 21, and the Creator caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed it up, the flesh instead thereof. 22, and the rib which the Creator has taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto him. Here you go. Your wife will be sent to you. Your husband will be sent to you. Here you go. While you sleep, he will come. While you sleep, she will come. Sometimes it's placed right in front of you. You just don't know it. All this, I'm bagging this, or I'm trying to holler at that. Everybody that's in those circumstances, 9 out of 10 times, that relationship fails because you forced yourself. You forced yourself. You understand? Let us continue. Verse 23, and Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She will be called woman because she was taken out of a man. She will be called woman. Adam named her. You see that he named her that. He gave her the name. This is why, ladies, men will always have dominion over you. I know it seems harsh to believe, but just check the reality of it all. Just pay attention. Who's more dominant? Subconsciously, something was to go wrong and you had an option to call your moms or your pops. Who would you call first? If you had a situation and you had to call your moms or your brother, who would you call first? If you had a situation where you had to call your mom's or your lover, who would you call first? Like I said, everything that the Creator made is not out of wax. Everything, all infrastructures of this world still follow the same protocol. It's just man that decided to do what he wanted to do. Yeah. Let us continue. It says, therefore shall a man leaveth his father and his mother. So this is, mind you, this is Genesis. So Adam is leaving the father and the mother's house. What does that mean? I'm no longer gonna follow or don't have to follow your guidance. I have to step out and become one with my lady and do what you've done for me and procreate and follow the commands that was said from before. Right? Right? And multiply, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So he and she decided to do what? Leave his father and his mother. See, he's leaving. She's already one with him. He's leaving Sonini NaNini's house. And he shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, well, if he's one flesh, how did Eve fall? And why did Eve fall? You guys are forgetting a story. You guys are forgetting that Eve was never given dominion. So that means Eve wasn't given the same instructions like Adam did. Eve's only instruction was to do what? Was to be a helpmate unto Adam. The creators never stood before her and said, Eve, do not eat from this forbidden fruit. Adam told her she shouldn't eat from the forbidden fruit. The devil said, but God never told you that. She replied and said, well, you're right, he didn't. The devil then said, well, if you do take it, you're gonna be filled with knowledge of wisdom, good and evil. Then she said, you know what? You might be right. And she took a bite. And it was nighty-night ever since. And the only reason why Adam ate it, because Adam, a man of dominion, of power, was now being in the presence of someone that is more dominant than him. But she being a submissive one, even with the knowledge she had, she's like, yo, babe, listen, you better eat this. Look at all the things I could see. Boom, 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 boom. She's saying things, talking things, showing things that he, like, wait, what? Nah. You can't have all of this. Take a bite out of that. She probably looking at him like, yo, you know you naked, right? He said, naked? What's that? Said, I could see, what's that? Oh, no. Oh, I gotta eat. What? I need to know what you know. And he ate it. And then when the creator came to do his check-in, like a father do, remember, they still in the house. But now they got complete dominion to the point where the heavenly ones fell back, say, yo, this is you. Go do what you do. That's why the devil was always nagging them. Because there was no space for the creator, because the creator fell back. Said, go ahead. But like every parent, a parent's gonna come check in. And when he checked in, he said, yo, where you at? And they was hiding. And he said, I was naked. That's when the creator said, who told you you was naked? Did you eat from this forbidden thing that I told you not to eat from? Did you disobey what I told you not to do? And this is how you know that this is us. Because instead of taking responsibilities for the action, you know what the man of the dominions of power that was given the rules, the keys to the earth, he blamed it on his shorty. He said it, but it was the wife, it was the world, it was the woman that you gave me that made me eat it. You see when the word said there's nothing new under the sun, that's one of it right there. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. I'm gonna give it to you how you want it. And I'm also gonna give it to you the way you need it. You understand me? Let us continue. Adam was also taught obedience. And because he was taught obedience and he broke the obedience, he went against it. He went against the commands. It was worthy of death. Similar to what you see now. We're gonna dive in. Don't worry. This ain't gonna be long. I'm sorry. It's Sonini always protected his children. Now I'm gonna give you some examples. Genesis 4 verse 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of Abel cry, Abel's blood cry unto me from the ground. And now thou art cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive Abel's blood from thy hand. And the Creator said unto Noah, I'm just giving you guys an example. This is Genesis 7 and 1. And the Creator said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house in thy ark, for thee I have seen righteousness before me in this generation. Genesis 12 and 17. And the Creator plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abram's wife. Genesis 39. But the Creator, Sonini, was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keepers of the prison. I was just giving you guys just a little preview, giving you an example of his protection, giving you an example. It's not hard-fetched to understand that we are made in their likeness and their image, that our demeanor and everything, that our approach, the way that we view life, is all supposed to be in line with the Creator's. Someone, the serpent and the serpent seeds, these individuals are spending trillions of dollars to teach you otherwise. And all of that is intentional, just so you understand. Let us continue. These are just examples. When you read the word, we are supposed to do the same thing. Matthews 8:18 verse 5. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. Verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little children which believe in me, it will be better for him that a millstone was hang about his neck around. You see the neck? Keeping my foot on these heathens and Hebrews' necks, and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea. Do you hear how your Savior is talking? That don't sound like a lily flower to me. A man running in the bushes with the lilies. That don't sound like that to me. You better off committing suicide. That was what this precept was. That you better off committing suicide if you try to offend my little ones, my little brother, my little sister. He's talking about you, ladies and gentlemen. He's talking about you, ladies and gentlemen. You offend just one of them. You tell them that they got to be an ISIS Rael. You tell them that they got to get on their knees and pray 5 times to Islam. Allah or a lot. You tell them that they got to get down on their knees and pray to Yahweh, Yahweh or Hushu, Yahoo.com. You telling them that they got to keep Christianity. You tell them any level of religion. It was better for you to just commit suicide. I had to tell a brother this today on Facebook. Don't worry, I'll dive more about it. Bantu, please remember, tell me what you wrote. Tell me what you experienced on Facebook today so I could remember. 18:10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. Okay? Don't despise none of these little ones. Don't despise none of these little ones. We are supposed to be there, protecting them like the angels do. We supposed to be the angels for these youth here on earth. We are. Not Barack, not Biden, not Trump, not Gates, not Jay-Z. We are the just ones, the righteous ones. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue. Psalms 127 verse 3 says what? Lo, children are an inheritance unto the creators, and the fruits of the womb is his or their reward. Psalm 78 verse 4 says what? We will not hide them from their children. Show to the generations to come praise the Creator and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. This is what we're supposed to be doing. I know a lot of us as parents, we so focused on trying to figure out our heritage, trying to get right with the creators. Let me show my face for this. We try to get right with the creators, but we forget that we're supposed to make sure that our children is in line as well. Because if you're seeking righteousness and you leave one child behind, like the word says, there could be 100 sheep, but that one sheep that you leave behind, if you can't grab that, you're going to get penalized for that. You understand what I'm saying? We so caught up in trying to find our salvation, you've forgotten that your salvation must also stems with them. Because when you're long gone, that's why you think when Akobi was about to die, he said, bring all you children, gather around me. Let me tell you what you guys should be doing. Let me preserve y'all. Let me make sure y'all become fruitful and become a dominant force. These are things that we have done. But now that we are here in this Babylonian, confused, European indoctrination, foundation of Satan, that was hard for us to remove because of this foundation is the reason why certain things go over our heads. After I finish this, like I said, I'm going to show you guys. And we're going to have a conversation, a real conversation, because these things are needed to be had. Okay? Let's continue. It says, verse 5, for he established a testimony in Akobi and appointed a law in the children, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? These are things that we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of us is not doing that. A lot of us is so focused on seeking their own salvation. We're listening to this precept too much. Seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. No, you must teach your child. Train a child from young so when they get older, they won't depart. You know why these children is dying out here, end up missing, being killed? Because ain't nobody teaching them righteousness. They're learning foolishness. They're learning religion. They learning religion. They'll say things like, yo, man, if I catch a body, God knows my heart. I don't go to hell because I just kill or because I got a BBL. I can't go to hell. All we gonna do is prevail because guess what, people? We still living in hell. Who told you that? Even the devil knows what time it is. Who told you that? Who's feeding you this understanding? And when you look deep down the rabbit hole, you're going to see it all stems from one place. Let us continue. 78:6, it says that the generations to come might know them, even the children which shall be born, who shall arise and declare them to their children. Verse 7, that they might see their hope in the Creator and not forget the works of our Creator, but keep their commandments. But keep their commandments. And the commandments are not grievous. Deuteronomy 6:7, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sit in thy house, and when thou walkest by thy ways, and when thou liest down, and when thou rises you. Okay? All across the board. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. It says, my son, and my apologies, you know what I'm saying? My mind be overworking. So I'll be like, oh, I remember this. And then I'll go back and then I'll be like, and I ain't feel like configuring or putting everything in order, just defeats the purpose. Right? And then it would have made me late. I probably would have came on at 5 o'clock. So I ain't do it. I thought it was fire just the way it is. That's just me. Right? Let us continue. It says, Proverbs 3:1 says, my son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments. For the length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Train up a child. This is 22:6. Train up a child in the ways he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. You're supposed to train your child. And I forgot to put spare not the rod. You're supposed to train your child. Spare not the rod. Give righteous counsel. These are the things that needs to be done upon these children so these children can be protected and be prepared for what's coming their way. I just seen the movie Civil War last night. Let me ask you guys a question. And for those that watched it and those that didn't, let me ask yourself a question. If that joint was to happen right now, you think you fully prepared mentally, physically? You think you got food? You think you got those things? I'll leave it as that. Proverbs 4 verse 1 says, hear ye children the instructions of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words, keep the commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words that's coming out of my mouth. Right? Hear, O my son, and receive my saying, and the years of thy life shall be many. That's Proverbs 4:10. Let's read that again. Hear, O my son, and receive my saying, and the years of thy life shall be many. Matthew 2:14 says, when he arose, he took the young child out and his mother by now and departed into Egypt. This is what Joseph did. This is how you protect your child. We are living in them times where you might just have to take your child and get the heck up out of here, because Herod is on his way. The spirit of Herod is on its way. The spirit of Esau is on its way. It's in the earth. It's on the earth. Come on, people. And was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of, the Creator by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son. We going to the book of Sirach, people. Sirach. All right. Sirach chapter 3 verse 9 says, for the greatness of a father established the house of children, but the curse of a mother root out foundation. We lost our foundation. This is twofold, people. Twofold. We lost our foundation. We lost our foundation when we rejected mama love. We lost our foundation when our mother started taking that drug, the drug of self-entitlement, the drug of public assistance, the drug of loving hip-hop and niggas ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. The love, though, when they took up that, it rooted out our foundation. This is why we are all over the place. Our foundation must be and reflection of European captivity. You know why? Because your mother fell for the European bait. This is no disrespect. I'm just stating the obvious. Okay? Let us continue. This is Sirach 4, verse 10. It says, be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother, so shall thou be as the son of Sonini, and he shall love thee more than thy mother's does. For you guys that get inside these relationships, thinking that, yo, man, I just want to be with her, I ain't really too caring about that child, you're going to have a rude awakening. Your ass is supposed to be there and take care of that child. That is a must. That ain't a maybe. That is a must. Because you must fill that void. And if you don't fill that void, then mommy got to step up and do 10 times more than she's supposed to do, because the only thing she was created to do and designed to do was be a helpmate to whoever is a brother like you. Huh? Women lifespans is deteriorating so rapid, because so much responsibility is taken upon them, and they are told that they're supposed to eat it and endure. And then when they do get an outbreak and they do catch a break, right? They get a panic attack and they hit the breaking point. They're taught to take their frustration out on a man, on their partner. And then we're not even going to add up to the lifestyle that our women is living. You want to know why fibroids is high? You want to know why all these things, why people got thyroid issues? You want to know why? These things are the way it is because on the lifestyle that we are living in the ways of peasantry. We're not living in the ways of righteousness anymore. You see how that young black man got the crown and all that? We're not living like that. You see the sister all the way in the back with the crown on her head? We're not living like that anymore. We're living like savages. That's why Meg Thee Stallion could come on with Beyonce and make songs like, I'm a savage. Yeah. Oh. And then everybody's jumping, girls are singing it, bumping it, playing it, got it on their phone as a ringtone. And you're wondering why. Now they got prostate at an all-time high, and it's hitting young men. Because nobody ain't doing these things right here. Nobody ain't doing what? Doing what? Right? Let me make sure. Right? Proverbs 3:2. Let's start off with 3:1. My son, forget not my laws, but let thy heart keep my commands. For the length of days and long life and peace shall they be added to thee. You know why there's no peace? You know why our length of days is short, and you got these heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites feeding you this, oh, you only live once? Life is short, YOLA. Feeding you this is because nobody ain't keeping the commands of the Creator. Come on, people. Let us continue. It says, verse 2 says, for I have good doctrine, forsake not my law. Verse 3 says, for I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words. Let the heart retain my words. The Father is there to ensure that the words of the Creator is maintained in the membrane of a child. This is why the devil don't want no man in your house, sisters. Because when a man shows up, that boy can, what they call it, glassy up. When a man shows up, the boy can't tap into his emotional side. He gotta instantly be a man because he don't know that he's in a room, or should I say, he might not know that he's in a room with an alpha, and that alpha or that lion or that leopard can eat that young boy alive. But when you put a boy in a space full of women, he thinks he's the man and think that he got power because his power is coming over women who by design, by the genetic makeup, are already the weaker vessel, but has hesitancy to do that nonsense in front of an alpha, of a man, of a warrior, of a lion. You understand? My bad, guys. I be in my zone sometimes. I be in my zone. All right, where were we at? It says, verse 5, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Verse 10 says, hear, O my sons, receive my saying, in years of thy life shall be many. So when I see people dying young, I already know that the reason why they're gone is because they haven't embraced the commands of the Creator. I just lost a homie. Rest in peace to my son, Jeff, man. I just lost a homie. And I could assure you that the life that he was living wasn't a righteous life. I could assure you that the life he was living was not a righteous life. And when I say righteous, I'm not talking religious. Religious is going to church on Sunday, screaming hallelujah. That's not the tongue of Sonini. Okay? Going to church on Sunday, eating bread, saying things like, God knows my heart, so this is the why I'm eating crab, shrimp, lobster. This is why I'm about to go get me some lamb, some rib shacks. These are the things that's causing our people to not live. And then when this word is presented to them, they take it in a way of rebellious rejection. Man, listen, I ain't trying to do that. You're not trying to do that? But selling drugs and fornicating and speaking to multiple women, what is that? See, people shy away from the word because the word condemns them. It's like a two-edged sword. It pierces your left, the right, up, down, all the way up to your ass, cheeks, paws. And it's a pain that brothers and sisters do not want to feel. So they run from it. They point fingers. They mock it. They joke about it. How many of you guys are dealing with that right now? It's not your fault. Because they know reading the word, according to the word, being able to identify and see the foolishness, like interjections, like Israel. When you're able to see through these things, it becomes a responsibility. The pressure, the fire gets hot. Remember, you got to get trained. You got to get tried to come out like fine gold. You got to go through that fire, but some of you guys don't want to go through it. And the ones that want to go through it, these are the ones that want to go through it with a fire coat on. When you read a book of Jasher, did Abram have a fire coat on? His own father snitched on them people. And I was going to put it in this slide, but I said, nah, I'm going to just talk about it. His own father snitched on him and got his son thrown into the fire. And nothing happened to him. Nothing is going to happen to you. But you got to understand that life is only as short as you make it because you don't want to keep the ways of the creators. You don't want to follow the ways of the universe. Little things like interracial is a sin. No disrespect. But everything was done in decency and order. I showed it to y'all in the beginning. The fowls was made off the dust of the earth. Matter of fact, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Okay? Where we at? Look. And out the ground the Creator formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he will call them. Do you understand? From the ground. He was created. And look, they was created. And guess what they doing? They following the same orders, right? The same orders is what they're doing. Okay? Where we at? Hold on. Where we at? Right here. Okay? Okay? Off the ground. And they eating off the ground. The giraffe is still eating what the giraffe was eating from the minute it was created. The hippopotamus is still eating what the hippopotamus was eating from the beginning of its creation. The monkeys, etc. We was given a command, people. And behold, 1:29 says, and the Creator said, behold, I give unto thee, I give in you every herb bearing seeds, which is upon the face of all the earth. That means up, down, left, right, whether you in the middle of the Holy Land, on top of the Holy Land, Sarah land, Taliban, understand this was a goddamn command. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the Creator. Huh? Okay? And I have given you every herb bearing seed. So if it doesn't have a seed, you shouldn't be taking a bite out of it. Because it came from the factory, and the factory is designed to do what? reset. Factory reset your ass. Huh? Come on, people. Okay? Every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yields seeds. So if you're going to get a fruit from the tree, you better make sure it has seeds. Why is it always referring to the seeds? Because you're supposed to take the seeds, put it back into the ground, and let it create some more. But because we living in these inner cities and we walking on concrete and we wearing shoes, that's part of the reason why we're not living as long as we're supposed to live. We're living in toxicity, people. Yo, listen, man. Let me show my face one more again. I was in my car. I went to the store. Mind you, I was literally in the store for 2 seconds. Ran in, ran out. I came home, I took a shower. You would have thought I was playing in mud because there's so much filth coming off my skin. That's not normal. We're around too much filth. There's too much filth in the air. It's too much nonsense all around us. It's too much. And not only is it on our skin, we are inhaling it. A lot of and then not only are we inhaling it, we're not even putting the proper nutritions that's designed to help fight and combat all of this. And I told you guys about this social media. Stop posting up remedies on the internet, because all you're doing is giving these people understanding of what you're using to stay alive. So what they're going to do, they need to control that. That's why Willie Gates said, I want to buy 70% of all agriculture here in America. 70% of all agriculture is owned by a man that has no understanding about science. This nigga is a software dude. He's a software. How does a software is now the visionaire to what you're supposed to keep there, which is fruits inside of you? Come on, people. Ah, man. Let's continue. Let's continue. It's telling you, man, with much wisdom comes sorrow, people. Where was we? Matthew 2, verse 14. I read this, but I'm going to read it again. It says, when he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt. See the father doing his daily responsibilities? This is Joseph saying, listening, being obedient, because the beginning of knowledge is fear of the Creator. That's the beginning of wisdom. To fear him, to fear them is the beginning of wisdom. And because he feared them is the reason why it was easy for him, pregnant and all, brand new baby. Yo, honey, I know you had a baby. I know. But we got to get up out of here. So you just do the journey from South Africa all the way up to Egypt. You do the journey. This is somebody that's carrying a child. I mean, come on, people. And you know why she didn't complain? Because she was doing her due diligence and being a submissive woman. See, the day our women, let me tell you something. The day our women completely comply to her man, to her king, meaning the nigga say something, she just do it. Now, the nigga's telling you to jump out the window, then you say, nigga, you nuts. But if the man is telling you, honey, I need you to do this, honey, we going here, and it's not meant with, I don't want to do that, or I feel like this, or I'm my own boss, and I don't want to do what you tell me to do. And the minute women stop that, The minute women stop that, it will be the moment that we end up in the kingdom. You know why? Because by that stoppage of that behavior, everybody will be able to identify the man of perdition. And when the man of perdition has been unveiled to the earth, that's when the end's gonna come. See, a lot of it comes from our sisters, but our sisters don't understand that. See, when I make my podcast and I say things, some sisters thinking that it's an attack on women. It's never an attack on women. I love my sisters. My number one supporters are sisters. I love my sisters. But I'm always going to tell the sisters the truth. And that truth is the devil is using you to destroy me. And if you don't see that you're being used to destroy me, or you see nothing wrong with that, then you are an enemy. And when you are an enemy, my job is to do what? It's to disarm. It's to dismantle. And I don't have to physically do it. I just gotta verbally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally overpower any and everything you bring forth towards us, because they're using you to destroy us. And if you don't see that, then it's because you're still eating that blue pill. It's time to take that red pill. Because that red pill is the fiery eyes of Sonini. And when you eat that, you'll be able to see the madness of this world. Then you'll be able to see the hands that was dealt. You're going to see the hands that's dealing these cards that's being put on our tables called life. The crap table called life, because we all live in a crapful life. You're going to be able to see that hand. And when you see that hand, then you're going to be able to say, it's been you. And by default, he no longer can hide by anything. He can't hide by the music. He can't hide by the jewelry. He can't hide by the drugs. He can't hide by the nice clothes. He can't hide by the ratchet behavior. They won't be able to hide. So by default, they must engage. And when they engage, we will be fully ready, because the heavenly ones, like I'm showing you right now, is designed to protect his children. Am I not making sense to you? Come on, people, let's continue. Verse 15. And was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of by the Creator, by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son. Okay? Let us continue. Book of Sirach, guys. It says what? Sirach 3 verse 9 says, for the greatness of a father established the house of the children, of the curse of the mother rooted out of foundation. Be as the father unto the fatherless. I know I read this, but I got to read it again, right? And instead of a husband unto their mother, shall thou be the son of the Creator, and he shall love thee more than thy mother does. Has thou children, instruct them and bow down their necks. Sirach chapter 7 verse 23 says, has thou children? Do you have children? Instruct them and bow down their necks from their youth. Instruct them. Yo, come with me. Sit your ass down and come keep these holy days with your father. Come understand this samba. Come learn the name. Put down your phone. Turn off the TV. Put down the controller. Come learn. Train up a child from young so when they get old, they won't depart. This is what you see is taking place. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is how you preserve and you protect a life of a child. This is how you do so, people. But what does this say? It says, has thou daughters? Do you have girls? Have them care of their bodies. Cover that body up. Stop exposing yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't let yourself go. Don't point these poison on your face that's breaking your face. Don't eat the crab, shrimp, and the lobster that's breaking you out. That's causing you to have parasites running through your body. Don't do that. Have care of their body. Okay? And show not thyself cheerful towards them. That's why you're not supposed to be cheerful towards. No, it's not enough. I want you to be the best. Ain't no, hey, that's my baby. All that is a dub. The last thing that we need to do is have our sisters having big heads. A big head to go with the big butt to go with the big breast. The big breast gonna lead to a whole lot of big stress. And ain't none of us got no time for that. I don't got it. You don't need to give it. Huh? Verse 5 says what? Marry thy daughters, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. Oh, not anybody that's gonna be taking my daughter. Yo, young man, come here, let me holler at you. You know Sonini? See, I do mine's different. Let me show you how I do mine. See, my daughter's gonna be like, yo, dad, I like such and such. I'm like, all right, cool. I would like to meet him. See, for my daughters, I ain't playing no game. I'm getting straight to the source. Yo, my nigga, what you want with my daughter, bro? ain't gonna be slipping in no drawers and you gonna be out the front door. Ain't gonna be none of that. You hit it, you keep it. You don't like it, you might have to fight this. I'm just saying the honest truth. My son, on the other hand, is like, yo, yeah, I see you like it. I see you like that. But is she like that? When I say is she like that, is she willing to be submissive? Is she willing to let you lead? There ain't no 50-50s over here. Ain't none of that. It's 100% man, 100% woman. But the man is the head of the show. It ain't no 50-50. I don't know what a split is. Because, listen, let me say this. Because when push come to shove, when these people start shooting and doing all of this, I'm sure you ain't going to be like, yo, I got your back, you got mine. Unless it needs be. But in hindsight, the woman's going to be like, yo, babe, what you going to do? What do we do? You understand? You understand? So my approach is going to be different when it comes to my children. No disrespect, but I know, because listen, look, check this out. I know if my son was to have a child, that child, especially if it's a boy, that's a continuation of me. If my daughter was to have a child, that child is a continuation of he. It's not me. So my job is to ensure that whoever my daughter is submissive to, she's submissive unto a man with wisdom, understanding, know the foundation. He's a leader, a protector, a provider, a warrior. Person gonna be like, yo, Pops, I got you. Yo, what you need me to do? I don't need nobody on their phone talking about, man, ain't nothing to eat. Let's get Uber Eats, guys. Honey, no. And when things get crazy, yo, spin the block. Come on. No. That alone lets me know you weak. Because anybody that's real would never want to risk somebody else's freedom to do something that you know you should be doing on your own. I ain't calling my mans for a situation. So my mans get caught with a gun or something. Then what? Who got to take care of this man's child? Hey, damn sure ain't going to be me. Because I got my own children to take care of. So since I know that, why would I involve my man into the line of fire? See, me, I'm the type to be like, yo, I'm about to go handle this. Let me, watch the door. Make sure nobody don't come in and out. Let me go inside and get busy. That's what I do. You understand? Because that's what a real man's supposed to do. Don't offer a job to someone that you know you can't do it yourself. If you can't do it yourself, he shouldn't have to do it for you. Cause that man got a family of his own, and you ain't gonna be there. Ain't none of you niggas is gonna be there for that child. Whether that man dies or get put into jail, you're gonna get what, $1,000? You're gonna, every birthday, you're gonna pop up. Every Christmas, you might buy a gift. No. That child went from seeing a father every day, talking to a father every day, laughing, joking, to now gotta see him on an obituary. Gotta go to a grave site, or gotta take a trip to get stripped down just to spend 15 minutes with his father. No. We talk that talk over here. Where we at? Verse 27 says, honor thy father with thy whole heart, and forget not the sorrows of the mother. This is for the children. You're supposed to honor your father with your whole heart. I know a lot of us had anger whether daddy wasn't around, or he was there but wasn't there, or, you know what I'm saying, he was just a very strict person. It's not for you. You're supposed to honor that person, because when that person was laying up making you, he wasn't thinking about none of that. Okay? Your job is to stand by him no matter what. Yo, ain't that your pops right there? Yo, your pop's a crackhead. Yo, don't talk about my pops like that. I see people be like, yeah, I don't care. That's not, he ain't do nothing for me. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, that's still your pops, bro. Like, you are that person's DNA. That means, this is what people don't understand. That means if push was come to shove and things got crazy, you could resort to that, because that spirit that's in him is also in you. The characteristics. You should know them by their fruits. Are you dumb, or are you dumb? Huh? And forget not the sorrows of thy mother. What sorrows? When your mother was pregnant with you. The things she had to go through. The late night staying up, breastfeeding. Couldn't sleep, can't go out, can't party. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Don't forget the mother sacrifice. Nobody does it better than a mother. Nobody does it better than a mother. Don't forget that. Remember that. Remember those sorrows. Remember those sacrifices made for you to be strong, to be tall, to be fit, to be legit, to make sure that you never quit. You never forget that. You understand? You never forget that. Ever in your life do you forget that. Let us continue. It says what? It says, remember that thou was begotten of them, and how canst thou recompense them the things that they have done for thee? How can you pay that back? You pay that back by verse 27. That's all you ever got to do. You pay that back. Whether it's good or bad, you are able to stand, talk, have conversation, be able to hug. You could have easily just been a swallow. You could have easily been in the toilet. But here you are standing, alive, well, fit, legit. Please, don't give all that type of lip. Just close your mouth. Just be graceful. Just be thankful. Say thank you, heavenly ones. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. The word says, forgive them for my debts as I forgive my debtors. If you are unable to forgive your parents here on the earth, how you gonna forgive the creators in the heavens? You might be mad with all the trials and tribulations you went through. You might be mad that you seen all your friends become successful, but you remain a bum. You might be mad at him for that. You might be pissed off at them, actually. Not knowing that you had to go through that door to receive something greater. And that's a piece of those many mansions that's waiting upon us. And they waiting. You should see what's being built right now. Oh, woo. And they're so cheap right now. 10 bands. Listen, I'm on the verge. They say not to speak things and don't speak things in the air. I'll leave it as that. We must teach our children the laws of Sonini NaNini. All praises be to the Creator. Round of applause for that. I told you guys it was going to be short today, man. I told you, man. Nothing too crazy, nothing too erratic. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it simple, getting straight to the point, making you guys understand the importance of being a protector. That we got to protect our children. The first line of protection and understanding is teaching them the ways and the rules and regulations of the universe. Understand the creators from front to back, left, right, up, down, and around the corner. Those are the rules and regulations that we got to teach these youth. These youth had lost that. Hip hop, entertainment, video games, these social medias have removed that from these children, and these children are then going out in a spiritual war and losing every single time. The Grim Reaper is just snatching up these children left to right. And I'm tired of seeing mothers. I'm tired of seeing mothers crying. Tired of seeing mothers having to bury their child. That was never the way it went. Isaac buried his father. You understand? The children of Akobi buried Akobi. We can't operate in this space anymore because our children is losing. There's an attack on our children. They're confusing their minds. They're telling children that they can be whatever they want to be. Celebrities coming out saying you can be whatever you want to be. There's an attack. These children is crying out for help and nobody ain't doing nothing to help them. Everybody's just so focused on themselves. That's why I had to do this, because even us within this awakening, we so focused on our own salvation, we forgetting that we got to make sure, listen, the children got to be more righteous than you. Let me say that again. The children got to be more righteous than you. We are defiled. I'm defiled. Look, I'm tatted up. I've been around the world. I done did a whole lot of nonsense in my life. This right here is defiled. It's the mercy of the creators why I'm still able to talk and be here. You understand? We are defiled, people. We are the adulterous generation that the words speak of. We are that. But through that, we are also being awoken. Through that, we have been given mercies, have been given second chances. But for every soul you bring back to the Creator, It covers a multitude of your sins. And listen, the Creator knows I got a lot. I don't know you guys' story, but those that know me know my story. And I don't hide it neither. I'm not TD Snakes. I don't hide it. I don't front something in the daytime, but at nighttime, I'm over here like prime time. You heard? I tell you what's going on. And when things get rough, I know why it's getting rough, because I know I gotta get tried like fine gold. You gotta get tried like fine gold. Don't ever get discouraged in what you see going on in life, because as long as you're able to open your eyes, it's another day to get it right. But the objection is for the children. Oh yeah, your children. I showed you. Hey, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Hold on. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Okay? And who shall receive one little, let me read it again. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it will be better for them to do what? Commit suicide. It'll be better for you to do that. That's how real it is out here. Because it's not about us, bro. We should just be grateful and just have and say thank you. That's the only thing that we should just be saying is thank you. Nothing more. But the children, oh, they the ones that's gonna be in the front lines. They the ones that's gonna stand before the Rothschilds, before the Bilderbergs. They the ones that's gonna stand before the Leopolds and all of that. They the ones that's gonna do so. It's going to be them. With no fear. Don't let the ignorance of this world misguide you in thinking, well, this is crazy. No. These children have the spirit of no fear. So these heathens have created drugs to give these children drugs and alcohol to keep that spirit of no fear, only focusing on the minute, which is me and you. That's what they're banking on. And they're hoping that as much as those took it could remove them. It could remove them. This is what you guys are not understanding. It's bigger than me and you. But we so focused on, I gotta get right. Oh, I'm gonna keep this. Oh, I'm keeping December. Oh, I'm doing that. What your child doing? Child on their phone, playing video games. Now, don't get it twisted. When a child reaches a certain age, they're held responsible for their sins. Absolutely. But as comrades, as the soldiers, as the wounded soldiers, we gotta install the mission into their brains, because they gotta finish it. We might not be alive to see the changing of the hands. We may not. But we are the bricklayers right now. You are laying down this brick. You are laying down this foundation. The creators is talking to you to talk to them, so when they get older, they will not depart. Go check the statistics out right now. America right now is leading the country with the most people denouncing Christianity. While the people here is denouncing Christianity, Africa, the Holy Land, they're flooding it double the time. And more people is converting into Christianity over there. You know why? Because the actual children, the lawgivers, the lawmakers was removed and sent to various locations. And now the offsprings of those children are waking up and not subscribing. And because they're not subscribing, the heathen said, well, if they ain't going to join me, let's just flood them. Let's just destroy them. They're not going to, they can't just flat out just boop, boop, boop. Because there's still a lot of us that's still alive and still can cause an uprise. So they want to dumb down the youth and make them so dependent. Listen, these youth will not even know how to drive a car in the next 20 years. You see all of this Tesla nonsense that you see? There's going to be a time when nobody's going to remember how to put gas in their car. There's people right now that don't listen. Yesterday I was driving. I seen a sister put her keys inside of the door and flicked it to unlock the door. You know how long I didn't do that? You know how long I haven't done that in close to 15 years. I'm just telling you what it is. 15 years, people. Now you add another 15 on top of that, they probably won't even know what a key looks like. I seen it on my phone today. I can turn on my car through my phone. Have it up and running, people. Like for real, for real. They're dumbing down these children because they don't want the children to receive the promise, bro. They already know we defiled. 2021 was the line that's being drawn. They wanted to see, let's see how many of these parents are willing to submit themselves unto me. And the creator said, he said to me, he said to the big bro, he said to Umdala, he said to every single person that's been awoken. He said, yo, check this out. Before was 5,000. I got 100 million. I got 50 million right now. They ain't touched nothing. Go reach them. They're just being distracted by religion, by Islam, by Christianity, by Judaism, Hebrewism. These are religions. And I had a brother posted something on the comment and said the minute I said religion, he turned it off. You turned it off, but not because I said religion, because you don't understand my speech. You probably not from the stock of Akobi. That 12 tribes chart is a lie. Let's get that clear. There is not a single Hispanic person on the face of this earth that suffered the consequences of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28 is a goddamn sequence. This was going to happen first. This is what's going to happen second. This is what's going to happen third. This is what's going to happen fourth. This is what's going to happen fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, all the way down to 68th. And the final straw of it all was like, yeah, after I did all of that, I'm also going to get you removed. Wake up. This is a chronological sequence that was taking place. I don't understand how you not seeing that. How are you not seeing that? They wasn't talking about Christopher Columbus going into the Western world. Please, that's the Western world, is not the Holy Land. The Western world is the phony land. It's phonies, trash, bush. Before the slaves got into the Western world, Monday was living in teepees and canoes. Come on, my nigga, stop with the madness. Teepees and canoes. You hear me? Teepees and canoes. You hear me? They didn't know what building big old mansions and all that. They got that from us. Stop with the madness. Stop with the lies. It's pathetic. It sounds foolish. But there's 50 million people out right now that's willing to be saved, that needs to be saved. But it's going to take us. We just laying the bricks down. There's these children that's going to come up. When the world starts seeing righteousness, when the world starts seeing black men with their pants up, women dressing modest and beautiful, saying, I'm not showing my bodies to you filthy niggas. You niggas is dirty. I wish my sisters can see that. You over here, look, oh, I just want to express myself. You want to express yourself. You're going to express yourself and end up in the ER because some nigga going to want to take your butt. And guess what? You're not strong enough to overpower that man. Maybe these weak ones, but these gremlins, these demons, no, boo-boo. So why put yourself in these circumstances? Why don't you just put yourself in a space of neutralization? Let me put myself in a neutral zone. So at least I can be able to be aware to know what's coming my way, right? When you receiving a whole lot of attention, you're going to get good attentions, bad attentions, and you're going to have niggas coming with bad intentions. And you're playing Russian roulette with your life. A lot of these females, oh, beautiful actress, model, found dead in her apartment. Boyfriend has been found for questioning. Like nobody's not paying attention to these things. How you guys are not seeing that? So when you see when the person said, I say religion I instantly turn it off, it was in for you to click it in the first place. And for the OG who's been in this so-called word for 50 years, check this out. You are the prime example of what I'm talking about. 50 years. So then answer these questions. Show me how, if you've been doing this for 50 years, why can't you speak Hebrew? 50 years? Come on, my nigga. Why are you not speaking it? I'm talking about fluent Hebrew. You see the way I'm speaking English? Yo, what's up? My name is Junns NBIC. Keep my foot on. You see I'm talking like this? I should be able to hear you speak like that to me fluently. If you've been in this for 50 years. And if you've been in it for 50 years, why haven't 50 years of knowledge, the knowledge that you have gathered brothers and sisters together in preparation for what's to come? But you're quick to tell me, I told him, he got to be prepared because we're living in scarce times. Scarce times for who? Scarce times for who? If you've been in this for 50 years and the people and you guys are following something, and out of all those 50 years, none of you guys have come together, why IUIC is not with GOCC, why GOCC is not with NBC, ITT, 123, Yahoo, Yaha, all of this. Everybody got all different perspectives, every single different perspective. Nobody came together and said, you know what? We got to figure it out. If 2020 wasn't a wake-up call, like, wait, hold on, 2020, that was a pretext. Yo, we need to get it together. Yo, we need to rally up. None of these conversations was had. I got kicked out of a chat because I was bringing it up. I said, yo, son, what are you niggas is doing? Yo, man, we just gonna stay prayed up, man. When the time comes, the chariot gonna come from the sky, and whole praises be to the Most High. That's all I hear. You gotta get right. You gotta pray twice. You gotta read these books. These niggas been reading and reading. Listen, these niggas been reading so much. I'm surprised these niggas don't got their own library. They should have the Hebrew Israelite library for niggas. And should have every book that every black man should be reading to get ahead. But yet, all this wisdom, all this knowledge, and yet still stuck here. You're just a grade above Islam. Y'all 2 grades above Christianity. And then you use the grades. It's like in high school. Remember in high school, you got the seniors picking on the freshmen. This is what y'all doing. Y'all just picking on these people. And then you think that you could use the same picking tactics with me. Like, fam, I was teaching what you was teaching. If not, I was probably 10 times better than you guys. I was outside actually street preaching, doing my numbers. I seen it all from my word. My word brought homeless people butt naked in 5-degree weather. My word. My words made trainees come out and shake their tits out of disgust from my word. My words made demons come out and yell and shout, ah, my word. Because even though I didn't have the understanding of the knowledge that I have now, my conviction and what I was saying was afflicting the soul. See, that's what the creator, the word says, I know thy heart. So when your heart is in righteousness, the same way the creator knows your heart, the devil knows it too. And when the devil knows you generally trying to do this, the devil is going to do everything that they can to distract you, to throw you off. And boy, did they try. And we wasn't, and when we was street preaching, we was listen, we was in Queensbridge, we was in Canarsie, we was in Flatbush. Where else? Well, downtown Brooklyn. You know where the IUIC's barricade ran around the whole Barclays. We was already there. We been there. Everything that you guys are seeing is copy and paste, man. We been there. Spoke to all types of people. Everybody had all knowledge. The Egyptians, the Muslims, the Catholics, the Christians. Come on, man. You listen. And I'm only taking the time out to address you because I just want you to understand that even though you got 50 years of knowledge and wisdom, it still doesn't add up to what our big brother was doing. Remember, our big brother was 12 years old in the temple, had the OGs in astonishment, like, yo, who this little nigga right here? Yo, how you? Nah, this is somebody special. Keep your eyes on him, you heard? Keep your eyes on him. Okay? Don't let my delivery disrupt you or confuse you, my brother. Because I'm very knowledgeable into this game, fam. I just talk it how I walk it. Like I said, I'm not here to pump fake with y'all. How you see me, how you hear me is how you're going to see me. You have to see me in person to know, like, nah, this is really how he is. But I'm still in a decency and order. I still operate in love. I still operate in respect. I never step on nobody's shoes. I never step on nobody. I don't do that. That's not my MO. That's coward behavior. I don't do that. If I have a disagreement and I'm going to say it. My big bro will tell you, that's my big bro. And there's a lot of things that he'll say to me, I'll disagree. And there's a lot of things that I'm going to say he's going to disagree. But are you going to see me come on these things and talk bad and be disrespectful and say, no, that's weirdos, bro. That's weirdos. I'm an 80s baby, bro. I'm from outside, fam. I don't, all this stuff, all this internet, and no. We made different, bro. But don't let this young man and how I'm talking and what I'm saying and how I'm delivering it make you think because you got 50 years, you have over exceed me. You probably got knowledge of certain understanding, and I got knowledge and understanding that you don't have. One of those knowledge that you don't have is the fact that Noah only had 2 sons. And I proved it countless times on this channel. I'm not warring with my people. I'm warring against the system, man. The system don't want to see the system don't want to see the real ones win. Don't you see that? The system don't want you to win. The system don't want you to receive what is owed to you, and that is dominion of this earth. We don't want no reparations. We don't want none of that. I'm going to do a symbol one day, and it's going to title, "The Payment for Slavery Must Come in Blood." That's the only way you're going to pay back slavery. They know this. They know that there's not a amount of money that they can pay us that can heal and fix the damage that they done to my people. There ain't no money could do it. The only way you can restore what you done for slavery has to come with blood. And I'm talking about decapitation. We're not talking about slicing and putting it in a cup and say, "Drink, this is my body." No. It has to come in blood. Niggas gotta pay, fam. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. I'm not, you know, everybody's saying those that put us in captivity shall go in captivity. Ain't gonna be no captivity for y'all. No. Fire and brim, you heard? Fire and brim. I don't even want you. Listen, I'm so fed up and at the point where I'm at. Yo, fam, check this out. There's nothing you can do. Like, just think about it. I don't even want to see another nation in my house doing anything, because I already know that you got the seed of Satan in you, and you might just supplant something in my house, blow everything up. Nope, I'm good. You got to just be destroyed. Completely removed off this earth. So people, this is when people is going to live in peace, where there's going to be no more violence. It's going to be no more war. It's going to be no more death. As long as these individuals are alive to breathe, like Day and Next Friday, tastes good. As long as they're able to do that, there will always be friction on this earth. Because they cannot operate without bloodshed. So how do you put something like that, an untainable thing like that, into captivity, make it make sense? When you put something like that in captivity, you got to feed that. And remember, the serpent, these niggas is very, very comfortable. They're cunning, have a whole lot of patience. Will be in servitude to you for 40 years. But the minute you put your key inside that thing and open it up, they slicing your head off. Then what? Huh? You guys don't know who the enemy is. You guys don't know who gave you that book. Who told you King James was black? Who's the author of that book that told you he was black? Huh? Matter of fact, let me show you something. They got me in the mood, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. And shout out to my big bro, man. My big bro did plenty of lessons and got like slides for days. I got to dig through my archives and go find it and show you this man's bloodline, man. This man's lineage goes back to Queen Elizabeth, the European. So how is he? You know what? I'll leave it alone. Let me leave. Hold on. Let me write this down. They telling you this nigga black. Let me show you something. They telling you this nigga black. You hear this foolishness, man? Look at this right here. How is he black? Let's click this right here. Now people's gonna say, man, just look carefully. I'm gonna look for you. Let me look for you. Let me show you what you need to look for so I can show you that he's not black. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna go back. You see this lip? You see how the lip not full? And you see that long pointy nose? You see this haircut right here? This is what you call a Caesar haircut. Ain't no child of Akko be cutting his hair, fam. It was forbidden. We started cutting our hair through slavery, fam. Or unless we living with sorrow and we with anger and pissed off, fam. Huh? Huh? Are you serious? Are you serious? Now, I want you to show me where in the word did it say that after our Savior, who was considered king and priest, where it said, be prepared for another king and priest to give you the word of minds. Go ahead and give it to me. See, religion has caused confusion. Hebrew Israelite is a religion, bro. It's not of the righteous. It's not. Huh? Look at a black man. Look at the face of a black man. Look at that nose. Look at the lip. This is a black man. Look at me. Look at my lip. Look at my nose. That's a black man. Okay? All right? Look at this picture right here. Look at this. Look at this. This man look like the KFC guy. This is Colonel Sanders, my nigga. Look at this. We do everything in our power to make this person feel like he's one of us. This is not one of us, fam. How is he? Think about this for a minute. How is he one of us? How is he one of us and he had his hands in slavery? In 1605, 1606, he set up a meeting. He had all the best writers to come together and said, we're going to compile a Bible. By 1611, that book was made. By 1615, you niggas was taken off the land. And with all that power and prestige, why he ain't put the military together to go fight for your freedom, my nigga? Stop with the madness. Stop with the madness. You guys are unlearned. You have no understanding. You are blinded by lies because you was fed the foolish doctrine, the 33-degree Mason doctrine by William S. Crowley and Frank Cherry. Go look these niggas up. How did slaves get access to the Talmud, my nigga? Huh? How did he get access to that? Explain to me. The same way I asked you to explain where did your Savior, where did Moses refer to themselves as Hebrew Israelites? The only person in the word that ever referred to themselves as Hebrew Israelites was Saul, aka Paul, the aka the imposter, not the apostle, the imposter. How did this man get the keys to the New Testament where this man never walked one time with the Savior, my nigga? Not one time. They was better off giving something for Barnabas before they gave it to him. You can't see that because you've been blinded by the religion. I ain't been blinded by no religion, man. I came from where you came from, bro. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I was going to give you guys a whole summer conversation about this baptism. But reading the word and seeing where we at and watching what I'm seeing people sending me on social media. Niggas is trying to take people's children. Then you got children acting like little girls. And I'm watching the streets and I'm seeing dudes with Ugg boots on their feet with purses on and more focus on how their hair look. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? This is something I need to speak about. And the reason why we here is because of the misconception, the lies, and the deception that was given unto us by the enemy, fam. When I speak, I don't just speak for myself, but I speak for us as a whole, bro. I'm not blinded by the lies. I'm not blinded by the doctrine. Abram never had a doctrine. David never had a doctrine. A doctrine is a representation of a religion. And if Judaism got a doctrine, it's because it's a religion. If Hebrew Israelites got a doctrine, it's because it's a religion. What I'm showing you guys here is a plagiarized story that praise the creators. I am giving our eyes to see and ears to hear. I just texted the big bro. I said, yo, big bro, just caught a revelation. He said, what happened? I said, yo, big bro, why? I just found out. This is how you know that they injected Ham. I thought Ham was the youngest child. You know, by default, you're supposed to name the eldest to the youngest. How did Ham get in the middle? Ham is the youngest. Ham's supposed to be called last. People are going to say, well, then that's not true. Let me show you. I'll show you. Remember in Genesis, matter of fact, let's go there. I'm sorry, guys. These people don't got me turned up, man. I'm sorry. Put this down, too. Let me show you something. Look, I thought his name was changed to Israel. That's another thing you probably didn't know that was an interjection. Huh? And Jacob. Woo, I thought it's supposed to be an Israel called on his sons. But nope. This is how you know it's an interjection, because it says, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, that I may tell you that which shall be, that shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourself together and hear ye sons of Jacob. Why isn't it sons of Israel? And hearken unto Israel. Look. And then this one they say, okay, we this is the perfect time to put it. And hearken unto Israel your father. Okay? Who is being mentioned here first? Reuben, firstborn. Huh? Who come right after that? Simeon, right? Then Levi, right? Huh? Then Judah, right? You see how I was in order, right? Let me show you. Let me throw another thing at you. Since 50 years, man. You know what I'm saying? 50 years, man. Praise the Creator that you're alive to see 50 plus years, man. So let's throw another one out there. When did man have the power to relay curses on the next man? So only Noah had the power to curse people. Why couldn't the Savior curse anybody? Why couldn't Job curse anybody? And all these people that's worthy of cursing somebody, putting a curse to somebody, the people that did them wrong did more wrong than Ham seeing his father butt naked. And because he seen his father butt naked, he ain't put the covers on him. That was worthy of a curse being put upon him. You let that story sink in. You let that story sink in. I don't wear this garment and bring out this gavel to banging on you heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites every night. I do this effortlessly. You wanna know? You wanna know? Let me show you what my big bro told me to do for y'all. This is what he told me. I'm gonna show you right now. Let me let you know. I said, I sent him what I sent him, right? And I said, I'm getting upset all over again. You know what the big bro said? He says, put that pain into crushing their necks. That's what the big bro sent to me today. So when I put on this garment, I bang the gavel. Let me bang the gavel on these heathens. I know, listen, I know I ain't put the whole thing out, but I'm gonna put it out right now. Oh, they won't let me? Bang the gavel. Bang the gavel. You got to make these things make sense, man. This is not about pride. This is not about who know it all. I can show you in the word where it tells me I'm not even supposed to be going back and forth. I'm not supposed to be trying to debate and I'm not here to do that, bro. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to give you the truth. And if you've been doing this for 50 plus years, you was of my elder. But don't get it twisted. That even your Savior, who was 12, stood before the elders and schooled them and gave them true understanding. This is what I'm here to do for you. You is not a Hebrew. You is not a Jew. Your Savior never called himself a Jew. You was not a Christian. You was a Bantu. You was a seed of Akobi, firstborn. That records was stolen and rearranged. That's all these heathens could do is rearrange. Created a book that can fit a narrative about them so they can have a story because they never had a story. Their story comes from Caucasus Mountains, eating turds, rats, and all the other foolish things on this earth. Mating with dogs, cats. You have a rich history. You have a rich land filled with milk and honey. I just posted up a video on my WhatsApp where the richest people in the world get their resources from Africa, the only place filled with milk and honey. Don't lie to yourself and claim no Middle East, fam. The Middle East is dirt filled. It's called no man's land. It's called the dust people. That's what no man is, the dust people. When you look into old maps, they refer to that place as Arab land. When you look up the maps prior to your removal from Africa, prior to that removal, fam, there was no mention of Jerusalem in 1948. That's it, people. Come on, people. It's time for brothers and sisters to wake up to the reality. It's time for us to wake up. This is the real prophecy, my brother. The reality, the time is now to claim what's yours, to cleanse yourself of this filth, of this miseducation like Lauryn Hill. Cleanse your mind. Remove the religion from you. Remove this religion foundation from you. You must put everything that you read and see it in the eyes of righteousness. You cannot measure righteousness based on the foundation of religion. You will never meet the quota. You must base your understanding of righteousness on the ordinance of what's around you. How the earth moves, how the sun goes up, goes down. Everything is in decency and order. Start following that. Stop communicating with the heavenly ones. Put an end to all the philosophies that you was given. All of these things is satanic, my brother. All of these things is designed to lead you straight to the pits of hell. None of this is designed to put you in a space of rulership, because it was never for you to rule. They don't want you in that position because they remember what they had prior to you sitting on that throne. That story that you hear, David and Goliath, that was us battling our cousins, our family members. They didn't have a story. When you watch the Lord of the Rings and you see them out in the mountain, that was them. That's what they was doing. And they got an opportunity to get through. Let me feed you this knowledge. This is how they got the opportunity to get through. They got through because of your brother, your little brother named Esau, that was mad because he felt that he should have got some blessings because he was daddy's boy. And Akob was mama's boy. You know the boys is always cleaving on to their mother. You do it now. Have a child right now. Have a newborn right now. Let it be a boy and see how much he cleaves onto his mother, even if the daddy's around. But the second one that's going to come out, 9 out of 10 times is going to cleave onto the father because the oldest already is occupying the body of the mother. Mind you, these are twins. So one is going to love, all right, I stand. You always on mom. Sheesh. You know what? Hey, dad. I'm going outside. Dad, can I come? Come on. Come on. Yo, Ma, you want me to help you with these dishes? Yeah, sure, baby. Sure. Even that story alone is a lie in itself. When you look into that story, you're gonna see that it's nothing but pure abomination, defilement, lies, sorcery, and evil that's taking place in those little passages. I don't have to explain it to you. You read it. You should know that. But you're not going to be able to understand that because you don't know that Akob's name was changed intentional. They put the J to replace the I. And they replaced the I with the Y. See, this is how they get you. Okay? Because when you look into the New Test, Jesus is Azus. Who's Azus? Jesus. Who is Zeus? Come on, fam. When you look into the Geneva Bible and you see Jacob's name, it's Akob. It's literally with an I. Akob. But they said you too close, man. You too close. So instead of replacing it with a J, they saved that for the New Test. They saved that for the New Version Bibles, the 1611, the King James, the KJV. The one that you saying is a black man that didn't give a damn that the brother man was being conquered and terrorized like a Taliban. Huh? Huh? So what they did is say, look, hey, just put a Y. That's why the vowels is what? A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Sometimes we got to put the Y there. Wake your ass up. Huh? Listen, you learn more today than you learned in the 50 years. Huh? A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y. Who created the vowel and why was it created? Go look down the rabbit hole and see where the vowel comes from. And I promise you, it comes from Europe. Germany, to be exact. Oh, Donna. Oh. I bring the gavel on you heathens. Oh, you guys wrote a lot today. Hold on. Yes, I love when you guys link up and together. Tell you, Bantu Princess, man, I gotta bring you to the group, man. You gotta join the group on WhatsApp, man. Get this barbecue chicken, man. And if you don't want to be around everybody, you could join the Repent or Die. I got the Repent or Die WhatsApp, man. You tune in, you know what I'm saying? And on there, I'm going to be putting information out, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can get a heads up. I want to prep you to the things that I'm going to bring forth. You know, I know sometimes it feels good to be on, you know, and a surprise, like, oh, wow, this was fire. And you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we all got to be on one accord, right? So, you know, he's going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? He's going to talk about children. Maybe I need to bring my children to sit down and listen. Oh, he's about to talk about marriage. Well, maybe I need to bring my husband so he can sit down and listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we on that type of time. You feel me? That's a fact. She said the wrong helpmate can't help you meet your destruction. Facts. Praise the heavenly ones. Teach them a call on the Creator. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send you the picture. He says, I have hurt people in almost every way imagined. I have hurt myself, my family. I've been to jail for it. I guess he says, lost thousands in houses, car. I've caused thousands in houses, car, property damage. I'm done and soon to be homeless again. What would you like me to do for you, my brother? What would you like for me to do? Let me put this on the screen. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on. It's too much work. Now, my brother, look, I understand what's going on. I mean, you know, me personally, I could just based on my testimony. You just gotta repent, bro. You gotta repent. You gotta put down everything. When I say put down everything, if you selling drugs to get by, stop selling drugs. Stop doing all of that. Go through the fire. Go through the fire and just don't revert back. Because these are the trials that you gotta go through. Like I told my homie yesterday, you gotta go through these fires in order to come out like fine gold. See, you're being prepped for something greater. You gotta just finish it. Stop allowing this worldly aspect to overclog your mind and give you a perception on how you're supposed to be. Like if I don't got $10,000, I'm not the man. If I don't got my lights on, no. You just gotta go through that journey, fam. You gotta go through that fire, and through that fire, listen. You can't stay down forever. The only way you stay down is as long as you stay disobedient. And when the creators get fed up that you're not trying to change, you'll get removed. And I'm saying this and all, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or mean. I'm just telling you the facts, right? We're gonna go through it, right? You're gonna fall. You made decisions, you made choices, you made that bed, you gotta lay in it, right? But when you laying in it, you still got the options to get up and put new sheets on that bed. Put the new sheets, bro. Put the new sheets. Don't worry about what you did in the past. Focus on what can you do moving forward. And through that motion of moving forward, then you're gonna see greater outcomes. And if you need someone to sit down and speak to, reach out to me. Like I said, I'm a life coach. I do this. I do this effortlessly. But the first thing that you got to do, that's for all of us, we got to get rid of this self-guilt. Yes, you made a mistake. It is what it is, bro. You're not dead. That means you're not dead. That means you have an opportunity to change the outcome, the circumstances. Now, if you want to dive deeper down the rabbit hole, then that's what you're doing. But the minute you have a breath of life, you could easily say, you know what? I ain't smoking weed no more. I ain't drinking alcohol no more. I ain't doing none of that no more. I'm not doing that. If I got to go cold turkey, if I got to stand out and beg, I'm a beg. You can beg. You can be homeless. You can do all of that. You can be all of that. But you got it in your mind like this is just temporary. You know how many people I know that started off homeless, needed a place to sleep, went through the shelter, went to the process. You know what I'm saying? I work in the social service field, went to the process, got themselves a job, started working. Now they got their own apartment. Now they got this, they TVs, they driving cars. These stories are for real. They don't sell you these stories. You don't think that this could be grasped because when you see a homeless person in your mind subconsciously, you're seeing the beggar, the dirty man that don't have nothing. There's a lot of people right now that's homeless. If somebody that got to spend a night at somebody's crib, they're homeless. Not everybody's, everybody don't got that access, but for those that do, you got to just do the necessary things, bro. You understand? So I hope that was enough, Thank you. Thank you. You understand? Black girl magic, what it look like. She said, I needed that. I got you. Yeah, everybody got to be humble. You know what I'm saying? That chart is a goddamn lie. Ain't no chariot coming for nobody. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. You waiting for a chariot to come to the sky, you better off waiting on December 24th right outside your house and hope to see Santa Claus in a sled. I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to tell people. They let this religion stuff get over their heads. I speak with pure confidence, man. I speak like how Abram spoke it, man. We don't speak with faith. We don't speak with hope. I believe I can fly. No, you niggas about to start saying, I believe I'ma die. That's how you guys be moving. No, ain't no chariot coming. Like the word says, you need to go into the place so he can receive you. If he's coming to get me, that means I'm going to receive him. But it's saying that I've got to come to receive. The same way we came is the same way we gonna leave. Ain't gonna be no planes. You see it in the movies. I just seen Civil War yesterday. Listen to what I'm telling you, people. Ain't gonna be no planes. Ain't gonna be nothing moving. The only thing that's gonna be functioning is gonna be a boat, and it's not gonna be these electric boats neither. It's gonna be the gas. Or matter of fact, how about it's not even gonna be the gas? It's gonna be the boats that's functioning with the coal. Where the man them gotta take the coal and throw it in, and the smoke come in the air. That's what's gonna be used for us to go back, people. I'm telling you this from now. I'm telling you this from now. You got two options. It's either you're going to leave right now, get over there, set up shop, because that's what the creators is doing. The creators is putting it in people's hearts to make brothers and sisters go out there, scope the land like how Moses made the people do. Go scope the land out. Joshua, go check it out. Tell me what's over there. Let me know if these niggas is out here wilding. They out here cockfighting. You heard? Go scope the land, size it up, see who to talk to, see where the enemy resides, all of that. Yo, Junns, I got a fire spot right here for you. Pull up, bring your family. We lit. And then we're gonna casually make our way. But when the things collapse, when things stop functioning, it's going to be a big-ass boat that's going to drop every single person on the west shores of Benin, Cameroon, and all those areas. And we're going to come out in a whole multitude. And I'm going to be the one in the front line. And the first person that's going to come in front of me that's going to say, "Who the heck are you?" is going to get a backhand. And then we're going to slap everything. They're going to, listen, the word also said that they're going to be joyous, man. The heathens, they're going to come and make an offering. So they're like, "Yo, please, look. I bought them back." You understand? Ain't no chariot. I find it crazy that chariot is synonymous with where Harriet. Harriet went underground. The chariot is on top of the skies. Stop, please. Facts. 50 years of knowledge don't mean nothing if it ain't from the creators. If it ain't from Sonini NaNini, yes, that is the name. It's not Yahweh, Yahweh. Listen, Yahweh, Yahoo. Yahweh sound like, what's the chocolate that we used to drink back in the days? That's what it sounds like. That's who you praying to? The word said his name is dreadful amongst the heathens, the Hebrews, and the heathenites. So when you call on the name, and the European call on the name, and the Chinese call on the name, and all of this, go to a European and say Sonini NaNini. See if they're able to say that. See how it resonate. If you go tell a European, a Chinese, an Arab, go tell a Hispanic person, go to them and say, "You know the creator name is Sonini NaNini. Can you say that name?" They're gonna be like, so what? So what? I promise you. I promise you. Go ahead. Try. Matter of fact, that's homework for everybody to go do. Call one of your homies that's Hispanic, that's European, that's an Arab. Go to the nearest gas station and say, "You know God's name is Sonini NaNini?" They're going to be like, "So what?" Say it again. They're going to be like, "Can you say it?" They're going to be like, They're gonna be like Joe and Mystical stuttering. Come on, man. Come on, man. But listen, if there's not any more questions, this will just be a short one. I guess, listen, my apologies. I guess I can never give you guys just a small, short presentation. Can we all just come to the conclusion that Junns can't do that? Yes, I can't do that. Listen, I just can't do it. I can't. But you know why? Because with much wisdom comes sorrow. And I be sorrowful, bro. I be sorrowful. And I know I put myself in the front lines, right? In the front lines of social media. And I have to respond. Some people tell me not to respond. Just leave it alone. Don't worry about it. Let them be in their imagination. But in reality, it's like I have to respond because a lot of people try to use longevity as a reasoning into why they know more than me, or they will say things like prove this and etc. that. And for one, I mean, I can't be bullied. I mean, I don't know. That's just not in my DNA. I'm not gonna just let you just. That's for one, and for two, no matter what you guys say and bring forth, and whatever historical presentation you bring, and it could also be factual, no matter what it is, it would never take away from the fact that the Holy Land is Africa. It would never take away from the facts that my creator name is Sonini NaNini. It would never take away from the facts that we are the children of Akobi. No matter what you tell me, bro. No matter what's being said. And I know agents come on my page. I know whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on YouTube, Rumble. I know a lot of you guys come on and you guys come on and you try to divert the message. You try to turn phenomenal information into a place of debate, which leads to confusion, which leads to doubt. And when you do that, you're not doing that to affect me, because I'm already 10 toes down. Everything that I have been speaking of, that I've been telling, everybody can see it for themselves and be like, damn, like look what my sis said. She said, yo, man, this makes sense. You're right. And I'm not here to be right. I'm not here for that. It's just I understand that the creators has given me an eye that the average eye can't see. See, I have the X-ray eyes that you guys are only just now tapping in. I've been tapping into this since I was young. My connection with the creator stems from the time I was 8 years old. When my father died, I was mad. I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't close my eyes when I was seeing myself in the coffin. One day, I don't know what happened. I just fell asleep and I just woke up and found myself in the clouds, in the sky. I see it's black and white. However you see it when you look into the skies, where I was. And I was just floating. And a big presence came upon me and said, Junior, don't worry. I got you. And from that moment on, I've been sleeping peacefully. Now, through my journey in life, I made wrong choices, bad decisions, following the ways of the heathens, trying to be a genetically modified European. I was following their ways, so I ended up doing their ruthless things. Having children out of wedlock, cheating, doing this, doing that, selling drugs, hurting people's feelings, taking money, robbing, stealing, hurting, selling drugs. I did all of that. And yet still was mercy given unto me. And I can give you countless testimonies of me riding through the hood, fully loaded, car smelling like bud inside out. We was what they call that? We was social smoking before socialized smoking became legalized. We was already doing that. Open the door. It looked like high where Redman and Method Man was about to go take their test. That's how we used to ride every single day. And not one time that I ever get pulled over. My cars was always tinted. I had tinted windows on all my cars. Never got pulled over. And when I did get pulled over, I got pulled over when I didn't have no guns in the car, no weed smoking, none of that. That's when I got pulled over. So that lets me know. And there was times that when I was driving and we wild crazy, police flying by, whoop, police right behind us, didn't pull us over, nothing. Because that was the Creator saying, even though you are in your ignorance, I'm going to wink at it because I know I'm going to use you for something greater. And when I sit back and I reflect and I think and I ponder, I'll be like, yo, son, the Creators was with me all this time. Parties that I said I was going to, something made me not go. Like literally like a force that sat my ass down. I didn't go. Tell my mans, yo, I ain't gonna make it. Yo, you sure, son's gonna be mad? Gonna be mad witches in there, bro. Like, nah, son. I don't know, so I just got up. So, or I get up, or I went to sleep. I overslept. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take a quick nap, cause I know I'm gonna be up all night, sleep all through the night. To the next day, receiving phone calls. Yo, this happened. Yo, that happened. Son got shot. Boom, 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 boom. All of these stories. See, like I say, my testimony different from y'all. Y'all not gonna understand what I'm saying because a lot of you guys don't come from where I come from. And I've been in every door you can imagine. I've been in every door you can imagine. Pan-Africanism, Hebrewism, Judaism, Christianity, Catholic, Islam. I was in Islam for like 30 minutes. I went around them. I was like, man, you guys smell like y'all don't put deodorant on. I can't be in here. Y'all niggas is wild, sweaty, dub. 30 minutes. But I studied it from afar. You understand? To now, here I am in 2024, finding out, and even prior to me stepping into this Hebrew realm, and I'm just giving you guys a testimony before I log off, because when individuals say they got 50 years, I need to let them know that the 50 years don't mean nothing when you got somebody that was living life like he been in 50 years, that at any given moment the lights was gonna get turned off. You understand? We was living like 50-year-olds. Okay? My first child, I was 15 years old, fam. 16. Come on now. Boss life, you heard? Wildin' for no respect. I just lost my train of thought. But the moral of me saying this to you guys is no matter what goes on into your life, whether it's good or bad, right? As long as you are able to open your eyes, you're able to make change. And to be where we at right now in this awakening, and I don't even want to call it awakening because we was never asleep. We just had the blindfolds over our eyes. We had the European sunglasses on. And this is not a shot at Europeans, but this is the facts. No matter what's going on, you got the opportunity and the God-given privilege to stand before brothers and sisters in all confidence. I don't even got to read the word. And like I said, I'm not even being boastful. I don't even got to read the word because the word has already been installed in my heart. I can tell you precepts without even giving you the precept. And when you go back to read, you be like, yo, this nigga just gave me something from the word. He didn't even know that. Because that's what your Savior was doing. See, those that are chosen are not chosen to just recite words. That's what you guys do. Stand on the corner, recite words. You see a European, yo, get Jeremiah 45:19. That's not what this is about. This is about having the creators come back into your heart, come back into your everyday life. This is about being humble. This is about being meek. This is about being righteous. This is about being loving again. We running around here with too much anger. I hate you. I was told when a woman tell you she hates you, it's because she really hates you. I was told if a woman ever tells you she hates you, it's because she really hates you. Because certain things should never come out your mouth unless you mean that. Don't tell me you was mad. So when you happy, you love me. But when you mad, that's what you say to me? That'd be the last thing to say to somebody that you love. That is that I hate you. Make it make sense. Do you understand? This truth is going to come from us. We running around here with too much anger. I hate you. I hate this. I hate life. Now we are in a space where we love it. My whiz knows when Deadly Lioness is on. She says her whole government. She said, is that such and such? I'd be like, yeah, how you know? She was like, because she just be so erratic. I like her. Because the righteousness is filling the air, people. The truth is filling the air. We're not moving with faith no more. Throw that joint out the window. Throw hope, faith, belief. I believe. Throw that out the window. R. Kelly said he could believe he can fly. And now he's stuck in the inside, probably touching another Mandem thigh. Come on, man. And R. Kelly's my favorite R&B singer of all times. Him and Donnell Jones. Stop playing with me. It's a 3:15, girl. What's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that. You understand? We're not living our lives no more in that manner, in that fashion. That's why the drugs is in the hood, fam. That's why corner stores are selling weed, fam. Because they see that these niggas is not complying. And yes, I say it like that. That's how I'm going to always talk. I'm going to say niggas and witches. And the only reason why I don't say the B word because my sisters is not nobody dog. They wasn't created. The creator didn't dwell with a dog to make them. But they acting like witches. So that's why I say what I say. But you niggas, oh man, you some niggas. Because you niggas is ignorant. You guys are malnourished. And I'm the one that's going to tell you. But we're not living in that space no more. And they know that. So they got to flood us with foolishness, with the drugs and the alcohol. They got to flood us with the music is getting more evil. You can't even turn on the radio driving with your children just to be like, oh, let's see what's on Hot 97. Let's see. You can't even do that no more. Because the minute you turn, boo, 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 boo. Can you imagine going on a road trip? If it wasn't for Apple Music and Apple and Amazon Music and all that, a lot of us would have been insane. I remember going on a trip. My mom's taking us to Coney Island, and all I hear is song in my pain with this finger, singing my life with this word. Killing me softly with this song, killing me softly. Come on. I literally, this is what I remember coming outside, and that's all I heard. Now I'm here. Boo, 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 boo. Brrr, brrr. Nobody want to hear none of that. You think they not invest? They know Chicago music is dirt. But they're going to invest into that because what they doing, they disrespecting dead homies. They praising dead homies. They acknowledge being on demons. They like being demons. They're going to feed that to the children so the children can say, I'm on demon time. I want to kill. So anybody that's talking about Chicago information, anybody that's talking about anything with pure violence and ignorance, it got a massive push. But when you start talking about real righteousness, not the religious nonsense, not that GOCC, IUIC, the GMS, all that foolishness, when you're not talking that, please. These niggas come with snipers. It's called algorithm. This is what they come with, fam. But at the end of the day, we still gonna stand. Because someday, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next week, next month, next year, this word will be played on repeat to brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, we're gonna be like, yo, you know about this guy, Junns? Yo, son, this nigga be wildin'. I love it. I promise you. But my job is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens and Hebrews and the newly installed Hedonite snacks. You understand? And I'm going to leave it as that, people. Listen, I would love to stay on with you guys until forever. Till forever. But it's like you, like I said, you reach a point. You reach a point with this knowledge and you realizing that you're not just literally boxing with the machine, bro. You boxing with your people, bro. Remember, remember Living Single, Living Color. I said Living Single. You hear me? Remember Living Color? Where homie don't play that, he gotta sock you with a sock. Yo, that's how I be feeling. And when I see these dudes come on these platforms and talk this madness, and it's like, yo, these niggas still really feeding our people these lies. And there's people that's been in this same lie for 50 years and have yet to see a change because they got you guys still waiting on this hope and belief. A chariot gonna come. Ain't no chariot coming, my nigga. Ain't no portal, my nigga. I had a brother that I really thought that was really in the knowledge of understanding, but when I sit back and he doesn't have no understanding. He's just a well-read doctrine understand nigga. He understand the doctrine from the T. Yo, give me Proverbs 19 verse 5. This is for you, Junns. Give me Ecclesiasticus 17 verse 14. This is for you, Junns. This is where they at. But then when I say, yo, my brother, can you tell me what is Matthew 27 verse 46? What language is that? Yeah, I mean, they said it's Hebrew. I don't know. Let's look it up. Oh, my bad. It's in it's Greek. It's Greek. It's in the Strongs. Look, right here. It says that. Come on. Pure madness, bro. And they think because I'm not in the space of, yeah, praise the Most High, love. And I'm speaking with compassion and I'm speaking with conviction. Yo, man, to be honest, man, yo, it seems like you're not in the spirit. What spirit am I supposed to be in, bro? Should I pull up the Leopold letter when they said that the gospel main purpose is to make sure that the warrior spirit is removed from amongst the people? Should I read that for you? Religion, it was created to neutralize and civilize victims of war. How many times do I have to say this? It wasn't created to do nothing more, nothing less. Give these niggas something to talk about. Talk about, That's what it was. Just give you niggas something to talk about. Make brothers and sisters be divided. You and your own savior said it out his mouth. A nation that's divided cannot stand. You niggas are not standing because you are divided. You're divided off what? Off doctrine. A title name that was never given unto Abram. Moses don't know what that is. Your savior does not know what that is. David do not know what that is. Solomon don't know what that is. You know who knows what the doctrine is? Paul. Wake up. Y'all be out here bugging for no reason. A time for you guys to get up out this shell. Don't listen to me. If what I'm saying, what I'm saying is a little too gangster for you, and you need a more subtle, there's plenty of brothers that can give you that subtlety. You know what I'm saying? But if you want that real, listen, I do this for the ones I'm trying to connect to the niggas that's like me. I want my brothers to feel that glory like how I'm feeling it. Like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this feels good right here, son. This feels like full orgasms, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I speak for them, bro. I don't speak for all this other stuff, all this subtlety. That's for them. You know what I'm saying? That's your TD Snakes and your Creflo took all your dollar, never holler when things was improper. You heard? That's them. That's not me. I can't give you that, bro. I can't give you Kurt Franklin. I can't give you that. I could give you this big toe with this long toenail that I could put it on your windpipe. I could give you that. How you want it? That's how I'm going to give it. And at the end of the day, only the truth going to set you free, man. And you got to make that decision if you want to be set free. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live, man. Oh, man. She said she's making everybody feel uncomfortable, as you should. Cause guess who was uncomfortable? Guess who was uncomfortable when we came when we was minding our business? We was uncomfortable when we was on these ships like a pack of sardines. We was uncomfortable when we got out. I was uncomfortable when my mom's and somebody in my family got raped by, or a brother or a cousin or an uncle got butt whooped, right? Got their manhood taken from them. I was uncomfortable then. So if they're uncomfortable now, hey man, you be all right. Welcome to the uncomfortability society that you've created. So while you out there eating good, living good, and my niggas is chill trying to survive this hood, man, welcome to the party. And that's why everybody's complaining. That's why everybody want to vote for Trump. And this world is going nuts. It needs to go nuts. Let it go nuts. It's time for you heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites to feel our pain. Pain that we've been feeling for the last 400 plus years. Ain't none of you, some of these Europeans ain't never even seen a European bury their child. How many of y'all got a son that got been shot? Homies that been out of jail, falsely accused. Or individual who committed the crime. Doesn't matter. They committed the crime because this is what you put in front of us. You're feeding us to act ignorant. You like, y'all gotta be, look, the only way for you to survive, you gotta sell drugs. I'm tired of you people keep saying, yo, you got choices. We don't got no choices in the hood, bro. It's either you gonna be broke or you sell dope. That's it. It's just now niggas is giving us job opportunities, bro. I've been there when they look at, you don't have no experience. Well, are you going to school? Nah, I ain't go to school. Do you have a high school diploma? No, I ain't got a high school diploma. I just want to work. I just want to make some money, take care of my family. Well, we just can't hire you like that. How many of you guys received that type of intel? Have you been rejected? Do you know how rejection feels? You know how listen, everybody, before everybody goes bad, they attempted once upon a time wanted to do good, right? Before we sold dope, we first believed that there was hope. First, we went to church, we prayed on Sunday, we listened to our moms, we prayed to God, said, God, I want to get this job. I'm going to apply for this job. I went to apply for this job, realized the job said no because you didn't fit the criteria. You was black, you was from the hood, and your name was Shaquisha. Okay? Oh, we can't have no Shaquisha around us. She's ignorant. That's a ghetto girl. She's black. That's a nigger. Don't hire her. What's his name? Malik? No. It's too close to Malcolm X. Don't hire him. So then when we don't get the job, what do you think? What's the next thing you're going to do? You know, we have sex because that's the only way to absorb the stress, bro. And in the process, children come aboard. Yes, we do. So then what you think we want to do? We want to help and provide for our children. But you're not giving us no outlet. You're not giving us no chance. Not only are you not giving us no chance, you're not even allowing us to build in our community. Because the last time we tried to build in our community, you dropped bombs on us. You think we don't know about the bomb you dropped in Philly in 1985? Huh? You think we don't know? You think we don't know about the Black Wall Street? Every time a brother man and anytime we try to get ahead, you purposely come around and destroy us. Look what you did to Harlem. Look what you did to Detroit. Look what you did to Chicago. All these three areas I just mentioned was predominant owned, black-owned societies, self-sufficient, making good money, communities good, crime rate super down, nothing to worry about. What did you do? You brought your filth around us. And then purposely, and then these satanic individuals did what? You took the jobs away from America. You took away the factories. You said no more factories here. You shipped all that to China. So all your sneakers, everything that you want, everything is China, name brand, straight from China. So now niggas can't get no jobs. So now it's a competitive sport to try to apply for General Motors. And then you get these jobs, and then now you get these jobs, and now the other person is starving. And then what did the person that's starving see on TV? Seeing the nigga with the money getting the girls. The woman can't even ride or die with her man because she feels that he don't got no bread. I can't be with no nigga that can't take care of me. And then the nigga with the money, the one that was competing for the General Motors job that got the job, is now sleeping with the nigga wife. Now the nigga pissed off. So now the nigga's acting violent. And now the nigga's gripped up and he's robbing, he's stealing. And then guess what? He robbed the General Motors and he robbed them for $10,000, $5,000. That's more money that man's seen in a lifetime. You know what he's gonna do? Let's continue doing this. Let's see who else we can rob. It went from robbing regular people, corner stores, liquor stores. Then one day, let's rob the bank. And all of this behavior is taught by who? So when you're saying we got choices, how do we have choices? The only choice that we have is either you stay broke or you sell dope. Because nobody has faith or hope no more. Not in these streets. Not in these streets. Not with the music that you're promoting. Ain't no Bob Marley being played on the radio. Ain't no lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. They're not playing that no more. They're not making nobody just happy about being alive. Niggas want to get it or die. That's what it is. That's why I came up with the repent or die. Because I was going to call it get it or die. It's either you get this intel or you're going to go straight to hell. Podcast. But I said, nah. I'm a righteous man now. I can't fall subject to these niggas. And just imagine if I didn't call myself repent or die. Where would Deli Liners be? Deli Liners will see get it or die. Nah, I ain't trying to listen to that. Bantu Princess like the get it or die. Nah, I ain't trying to listen to that. Black Girl Magic probably would, because you know me and her, we from the same hood. She know how we operate. She be like, nah, I rocks with my son. My son be talking that gangster. I like that. But everybody else would be like, because now we in the space where we listen, we soul searching. And I'm not gonna go seek my soul and gather intel from niggas that ain't got no soul, that only see things in the spirit because their daddies are fallens, and because they wasn't created by the creator, they have no soul, so they operate in spirit. That's why Paul told you gotta be in the fruits of the spirit, because Paul was an individual who had no soul, but he had a spirit. That's how we moving out here. And for those that don't like it, hey man, you be all right, bro. But this word is going to touch the real ones. One day, today, tomorrow, next month, next year, even if I'm 100 years old, I'll be out in the streets with a cane, talking about Cain and his campaign and how he's bringing pain, and I'm going to put him down to shame. You understand? You see, when it rhymes, it's because it's meant to go together. I do this all the time. But you guys don't want it because you guys are too soft, too sensitive, too emotional. Y'all want that fairy tale love story. You want that love and basketball. I don't know. I ain't like that movie. I like the movie that I've created. And that movie's called Repent or You're Gonna Die, goddammit. And you know, we got one mission over here, and that is to get the whole hood. You hear me? The whole hood. Meaning Baisley Projects, Church Ave, Flatbush, Bronx, Cypress Hills, Castle Hill, all those niggas that's over there. I'm doing it for them. Because they deserve to go home and reap the riches and have the beauty of a land. And I ain't forget about you. I ain't forget about the MIAs, the 813s. I ain't forget about my Los Angeles, my Comptons, my CGCs, my Big Crips, my 60 blocks, the Nutty Blocks. I ain't forget about y'all. It's for you too. Huh? All the way down to Atlanta, to the Texas, to Mississippi, where nothing's pretty. I'm doing it for you. Because the real ones will stand. We will be, listen, like my man told me the other day, the only people that's going to be removed from this all is the fake ones. You fake niggas is going to be taken out the way. When it's all said and done, only the real ones is going to stand. Only the real ones. Not the ones that follow suit. When people say jump, we say ha ha, like little BITCHs. How high? Weirdos. Not the ones that's wearing woman Uggs, that's walking around with bomber clots on their feet. Ain't no man on the face of this earth should be wearing Crocs on their feet. Are you out here dumb or are you dumb? Nigga, you at war. Any given moment, niggas could be shooting. Any given moment, police could come run up on you, try to manhandle you. I ain't about to just slip and get body slammed on your behalf. You gonna have to work for this ass whipping. Y'all niggas is bugging. I remember growing up. Oh, yo, son, where you going with your slipper? Yo, go pull inside, go put on your goddamn sneakers. What's wrong with you? That was an order in the hood back in the days. You know why that order don't exist? Because there's no real man no more. Or the real man dead or in jail. And the ones that's like me, that's outside, we being silenced. We being bombarded by you Nick Cannons. Too much Nick Cannons running around. Weirdos. Yeah, I said it. Nick Cannon is a weirdo. It's not a gangster. He wants to be a gangster. This is the epitome of a wannabe. And because they put money behind him and he's able to drive nice cars and go on trips, everybody thinking that this man is the end all be all. Yo, man, I see gangsters bowing down to this nigga. I'm like, yo, Nick Cannon, go to the store, bro. Go get a box of Guinness for the man them. Don't talk to me like that, nigga. I will slap you into next week. Go to the store. That's how we talk to niggas like that. These are dozer. You send those niggas to the store. And these are the niggas that's representing us. Got us all confused and jacked up. That's why women don't respect men, because they tired of seeing these Nick Cannons in the club. Because the club owners only want the Nick Cannons in the club. They don't want the gangsters in there because they don't want to be held reliable if anything happens. So you females go home with a Nick Cannon thinking that he's a real one because he got a job and he sold you a dream. Yeah, baby, you know, listen, man, I'm driving a Bugatti and all that. Come to find out, man, softer. That man is softer than a baby tushin. You heard? Tired of this. Tired of all of this foolishness. All of this comes from religion. All of this comes from television. All of this comes from these philosophies, Socrates and hypocrisies, democracy. Tired of it. How are you people not tired of it? Pure madness and foolishness. And get mad when I speak up about it and say I be wildin'. Yo, you can't put the blame on these people, son. You make your own choices. No, nigga, we don't got no choice. The only choice we have is either you stay broke or sell dope or have hope. 3 choices. Because if you want that good bread, you got to be like Meek Mills and get some head. Ooh, did he just say that? Heck is wrong with y'all? Y'all done lost y'all minds out here. Repent or die. We're here to restore order, bro. We got to restore order, fam. These weirdos need to take the back seat. Matter of fact, you can't even come outside if you don't even know how to slap box. You got to be able to at least go 5 rounds. Straight. No tiredness. 5 rounds. This is how you restore order. This is why I say we got to protect our children. Because of things like this. Everything that I'm saying, it accumulates with everything that I was talking about. Everything. I know I'm all over the place. But those that got eyes to see be like, damn, Junns really put it together. Barbecue chicken. Because at the end of the day, fam, at the end of the day, these children needs order, bro. These violence acts, these sinister acts, these are children crying out for help. These are children that don't want to be in their house because they in a house full of estrogen. They want men to teach them. But they don't know how to be taught because their mother installed into their minds that when somebody talk to them crazy, don't let nobody talk to you crazy, baby. You listen, you got to get spoken to crazy in order to understand the game. You think when I came outside, you think this is not about being bullied, this is not about being punked, this is about order. When the OG say, yo, little nigga, what you think you doing? You think you're supposed to look at him and say, don't talk to me like that. My mama said, you got punch in your mouth. You had to eat that. And then you earn your stripes. And then when that time comes, then they realize, oh, this little nigga know how to fight. Oh, come here, little homie. Come here. Let me holler at you. And then when you hit them with the intelligence, they say, yo, let me ask you a question. Yo, let me run this by you. What you think I should do with this? Yo, I think you should do this, et cetera, et cetera. Yo, how can you do? You do, et cetera, et cetera. You got to earn your stripes, bro. This ain't about money, fam. I don't come from where y'all come from. You got to earn your stripes. Everything done in decency and order. I ain't have to give head to get bread, bro. I ain't had to bend over to push a Range Rover. That's what Nick Cannon and these niggas do. We don't do that over here. You're going to respect me based on me just being a black man in this battlefield trying to survive, bro. If I'm respecting you, going to respect me. You feel some type of way in what I'm saying, then the only option is to do something. But don't go running in your car and go grab a gun and go do foolishness. That's not what we're here to do. We are men. Men are able to agree to disagree. If you don't like what I said and you want to do 3 minutes, we're going to do 3 minutes. You hurt me, I hurt you. It is what it is. But we shake hands at the end. We respect each other. We look at each other and you say, man, you you a good nigga. I love you. See you tomorrow. That's how we do things out here. Leave all that weird stuff for these weirdos. Like I told my cuz, I said, listen, cuz, the coconuts are falling from the coconut tree. You just gotta make sure you in the inside and watching that debris fall down. And when it's complete, you come outside and you just kick the rest of them off. Bring them down the hill. No disrespect, but that's what's happening. That's why I don't complain. Listen, everything you see going on in the world, oh, the solar eclipse, oh, this and that. I don't give a sugar, honey, iced tea dip. You hear me? I don't care less. You know why? Because I know everything that's happening on this earth is not for me. If you live in a righteous life, you ain't got to worry about it. Listen, you think when the eclipse is happening, you think the rhinos and the deers and the bears are concerned. They still out here hunting, still doing what they doing. They still outside, they chilling. They're not looking in the sky, can care less. Why am I caring? When you start caring, it's because you start paying attention to what these people are doing. I'm not doing that. These are the enemy. I will not take no more intel from the enemy. These are heathens. These are bottom feeders. How does bottom feeders teach niggas that run the land? Make it make sense. I'm good. I stay on the sidelines and be in my house. I'm good. We good. The righteous are good. The chosen ones. The children of Akob. The real ones. The certified ones. The ones that got war stories. The ones that got war wounds. These are the ones that's going to survive. Like I told you, me and my man, we spoke about it. We was on the phone for 4 hours talking about how these little niggas is not. Listen, you little niggas don't even know where to start if the lights went out. What I'm gonna do? Gonna go outside and you link up with other people and you say, you got my 6, I got your 12. That's what you do. You grab your lighters. I'm just giving you some intel. You grab a lighter. You know the light that you use in the smoke blunts? You grab a lighter, you put it over top of an aluminum foil and you burn it and you put the bread on top and then you put the hot dog and then you just made yourself a hot dog sandwich. A hot dog sandwich. When you get a loaf of bread, you slice it down the middle, and that 1/2 is the meal that you're going to have for the day. I remember because that's how I used to survive. Me and my little brother had to share a $1.50 slice of pizza. He took one end, I took the other end, and boy, was that joint magically delicious. Ain't no Uber Eats over here. Okay? Ain't no Uber Eats. Okay? I'm going to leave it as that, man. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, about to go to sleep. There's a whole bunch of heathens and Negroes next to me. I pulled up, say what you doing. He looked up, say you sound like a Judas. I say, yeah, you would say that cause you a heathen, Negro and a heathenite. Oh, yeah. Anything else? If there's no questions, I'm off this. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Continue supporting. Click the link in the bio. Get yourself some merchandise. Put on the Repent or Die. You got the Spiritually Vaxxed. I got the brand new, the Repent Walker is about to be uploaded. Nah, those you might have to reach. You might have to send me a DM to get those. These are special editions. Special editions, limited editions. So I'm only gonna get like 50 or 60 of them. And you know, first come, first serve. You know how it goes. And we working. Get yourself some merchandise, man. Support the movement. I'm gonna start a Patreon, right? I want you guys to subscribe, tune in, get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on this joint for hours. Like you see, I'm on here for hours. Listen. I'm gonna start moving like Enoch. You guys are gonna see me every week. Then one day it's gonna be every once a month. Then it's gonna be once a year, and then one day you ain't never gonna see me again. But this word is going to be with y'all for the rest of your lives. You know why? Because my job was to do what? To continue doing what I do best. Are you dumb? It's to keep my foot on you heathens, you he-gros. All right? Let me say that again. Let me say it. Black Girl Magic, turn this up again. Turn it up a little louder so your co-workers can hear this. I keep my foot on you heathens, you he-gros. You hear me? You he-gros. And the newly installed, heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the creator say it one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.